Let's talk about something many Americans don't think about until it becomes urgent. Heart health. Most people assume their heart is fine. There's no chest pain, no emergency, no dramatic warning sign. But after 50, heart disease often develops quietly. Blood pressure slowly rises, cholesterol numbers creep up, energy levels dip, breathing feels slightly harder during routine activity. Recovery takes longer than it used to. According to cardiology research and guidance from organizations like the American Heart Association, cardiovascular disease often progresses silently for years before symptoms become obvious, which means your heart may be under strain, even if you feel mostly fine. The first sign is persistent fatigue, not the kind that comes from a bad night's sleep, but ongoing, unexplained tiredness. If everyday activities, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, walking moderate distances feel harder than they used to, it may signal reduced cardiovascular efficiency. When the heart isn't pumping as effectively, oxygen delivery to tissues decreases, and that often shows up as low energy before it shows up as pain. The second sign is shortness of breath during normal activity. Many people assume this is just aging or being out of shape. But when the heart struggles to pump blood efficiently, fluid can build up and oxygen exchange becomes less effective. If you find yourself unusually winded doing things that once felt easy, it's worth paying attention. Next is swelling in the legs, ankles, or feet. This can happen when the heart doesn't circulate blood efficiently, leading to fluid retention. Mild swelling may not seem serious, but persistent or worsening swelling can be an early indicator of cardiovascular strain. Then there's elevated resting heart rate. A consistently high resting heart rate may signal that your heart is working harder than it should, even at rest. Over time, that extra strain can increase cardiovascular risk. Another overlooked sign is poor exercise tolerance. If your endurance has dropped noticeably, not gradually over years but more suddenly, that may indicate reduced cardiac output. The heart's ability to respond to physical demand becomes impaired before major symptoms develop. There's also chest discomfort that isn't dramatic. Many people expect heart issues to feel like severe, crushing pain, but sometimes it's subtle pressure, tightness, a dull ache, discomfort that comes and goes, especially during exertion. And then there's something many adults over 50 dismiss: sleep disturbances. Frequent nighttime waking up short of breath, needing multiple pillows to sleep comfortably. Heart function and sleep quality are closely connected. Disrupted sleep patterns can sometimes reflect underlying cardiovascular stress. And here's something important. High blood pressure and high cholesterol often cause no symptoms at all. You can feel perfectly fine, while damage slowly progresses inside blood vessels. That's why routine checkups matter. It's not about fear, it's about awareness. And here's the most important point. Heart disease rarely appears suddenly. It develops through years of small, repeated stress, poor diet, chronic inflammation, unmanaged blood sugar, lack of movement, inadequate sleep. The human body is resilient, but after 50, recovery capacity decreases. Small cardiovascular strain adds up over time. The good news? Research consistently shows that modest improvements can significantly reduce risk. Improving diet quality, increasing daily movement, managing blood pressure, reducing added sugar, maintaining muscle mass, prioritizing sleep. Even small, consistent changes improve blood vessel function and reduce inflammation within weeks. You don't need extreme measures. You need consistent, informed choices. Again, this content is educational. If you experience persistent chest pain, severe shortness of breath, dizziness, or sudden symptoms, seek immediate medical care. For ongoing concerns, consult a licensed healthcare professional. Because aging is inevitable, but preventable heart decline is not. Now I'd like to hear from you. Have you noticed changes in your endurance or energy after 50? Do you monitor your blood pressure regularly? What habits have helped you feel stronger and more confident about your heart health? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience may help someone else pay attention before a small issue becomes a major one. Because after 50, we're not trying to reverse time. We're trying to protect strength, clarity, and independence for the decades ahead. And the choices you make today shape how your heart supports you at 60, 70, and beyond.